You ready for a school day? Henry. Good morning. Okay, so a couple of things planned for the day, mostly RV related, but before we can do the RV related stuff, we have to take the boy to school. So let's do that. Henry, where are you going? He's like, wherever I want to, because you don't put a leash on me here. It's been so long since I've made rice in a cooker that I have to relearn how to do this, because it always comes out dry to me. Oh, and if you're new here, hey guys, I'm Ann. And back in 2019, when I retired from the Navy, I decided to go full-time RV living with my son Alex and Yorkie Poo. About 5, almost 6 months in, I made kind of a spontaneous decision to move to Mexico, and what was supposed to be 6 months to a year turned into 3 years. Alex, breakfast! Is 2 sandwiches too much? Enough? And now I'm back in the US, currently living more of a part-time RV life, while my son, who is now a teenager, has started taking classes here in Georgia. I keep forgetting to buy the boy a lunchbox, so I just put it in random things. I will buy him a lunchbox today. Do you need a lunchbox?
Not necessarily.
We're gonna be late, we're gonna be late. Hey, hurry.
I'm late. I love you.
I love you too. Ah, babe, can you go back there and close that door? All right, thanks, babe. Got here with 4 minutes to spare. Have fun. Henry, no, you're not going. No. Okay, so on the agenda now is to get rid of the tire in the back of the car, the spare tire, because it is rotted and old and cannot actually be used as a spare tire. At some point we need to go to like Walmart and get a lunch box or lunch bag. And even though I don't plan on replacing it too soon, I want to take a look at the house battery that has been dead for months. So let's go do that. All right, I've scooched all the beds over to one side. That's my table and where it's normally stored. Today we're gonna see what the house battery looks like. This is essentially my trunk, if you will. This is the back of the RV. This is my solar charging controller. So my cables are attached. Okay, so now I took everything out of her. Kind of how she looks. And we can see that the solar panel ultimately connects to the house battery. And so we lift this house battery. And this is what she looks like. Interstate. Yuck. Gross. Bugs are gross. Alright, so that's the info we need. Okay, so we are getting rid of the spare tire today. Why? Because the spare tire, first of all, is cracked, it's old, it's dry. We can't use it as a spare tire anyway. But 2, I'm pretty sure the weight of this tire is hurting my back door. So I will one day replace the spare tire, yes, but for now we're just getting rid of this thing because we can't use her. It's not even connected. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was fairly easy on my part. It was actually a lot more involved with taking off the tire than I expected, but that's why you go to a tire place. And I started getting an allergic reaction to my lip. It's getting red and swollen. This happens to me in Georgia all the time, where like a quarter of my lip, different parts of my lip every time, will suddenly swell, and usually it just goes away. Every once in a while, I'll have to go and get some kind of allergy meds, or I'll use Alex's allergy meds, over-the-counter allergy meds. Part of Georgia living for me is allergic reaction. to the air, which is not fun. It's not fun at all. Okay, 70 something, not too bad for 3/4. Okay, so we're at Walmart and I don't know, should I get allergy meds? Yes, maybe. Literally, I am allergic. Guys, I'm not kidding. I am allergic to Georgia. This happens every time I visit. That's one of my fears of coming back to Georgia in particular, is that my allergies will get worse and worse and worse. Because I don't know what causes this. It just happens randomly. Walking around, suddenly I feel it in my lip. I feel like this is more us. Something. He only needs lunch twice a week for school. Not that serious? Okay, Walmart, why? Why do they put literally as few items as they can into a bag? Like this just has the lunchbox. This bag, I bought some water. It only has the water. Now, props to them for halfway filling the other 2 bags, but I feel like we could have easily put these into 2 bags instead of 4. Thank you for giving me random trash bags to use so that I rarely have to buy trash bags ever for my RV. Thank you. Let's walk the dog real quick. I feel like it's actually going down by itself. Because of places like Walmart, I have to buy a bag to hold bags. I had this in RV Life originally, so she's now hung up again. I started to get super hungry while I was shopping, so I went and got chicken rotisserie. Might be a horrible mistake. And do you guys remember these? Way overpriced, but I strangely just love these. So it was a good break. We are now going back to the house, and then we'll talk about the plans for the day. I took the meds, I guess. I don't know. Part of me feels like it's spreading, but also reducing. Allergies are the worst. Stopping for a funeral procession. I never recorded a funeral procession in Mexico. I've wanted to many times because it's just fantastic, sort of, but it's also a funeral procession, so it's kind of hard to know what's appropriate for recording. All right, let's get to work. Okay, so the plan for tonight is to sleep in this RV, probably at a Cracker Barrel, someplace boring. But before that, I need to clean this RV because 1, you just need to clean the RV, but 2, with this allergy situation happening on my lips, yeah, I just need to take the time and wipe her down to get whatever might be causing this, which may or may not have come from the van. I have no idea, but we're gonna clean up, touch everything to decrease the chance of this allergy situation getting worse. Okay, so it's like an hour early, but I got a call from Alex saying that school is over. So let's go get him. I think I secured everything in the back. It never sounds secure, but you know. Usually it is. All right, took the boy back home. Now we can continue cleaning. So this is, they call it the bread box a lot because remember the old-fashioned bread boxes? But mine is needing to get replaced. Every time I open and close this, it gets more and more difficult. Part of me wants to create a completely different, like just a door for it. I've never been a fan of this bread box concept. Let's see. Do I just rip it out? I'm gonna keep this just in case, like, I need the measurements to recreate it. We don't need it right now. And the cleaning continues. So we're just gonna keep her open for now. But so I never really use this table because I feel like it's always a little in the way, but it's actually really sturdy. Gross water. Shower is done, feel much better. Quick stop at Walmart for some snacks, and then we're ready. Okay, we're here. just for reference, it's 9:30 right now, and this Cracker Barrel closes at 10. So we're not gonna have dinner here. We will have breakfast here, and we'll get something for Alex. But first, let me sit up a little bit. Cracking open some of the windows. Even though I plan on doing a video here, so maybe that is not the best decision because I'll be talking. I don't know. I'll try not to talk too loud. Okay. I'll close the rest of the window in a minute. Hold on. Top windows are open, but really you gotta be fairly tall to look in there. Slight crack that I'm not a fan of. And then here, I used to have magnetic things to clip that on. So that's something that I do want to fix because I don't know where the clips are. And so this is the back. And so here, I've got these magnetic clips. But they're missing some because I used to have some on the side and on the bottom so that it firmly like laid against it. But right now that's not apparently the case. So a little bit annoying. Just now realized that this is the perfect standing desk. Oh my gosh, it's the perfect height for me to be able to work standing up. I have a standing desk in here and never like I knew this desk existed, but for whatever reason, it never crossed my mind to use this desk for work. I've used it for like cooking or something, like I needed horizontal space, but it's never occurred to me that I can stand at this table and use it as a table. Also, much better place to stand for recording. So we're at a Cracker Barrel. We went to Walmart first. The Walmart that I went to is one, not 24/7, and two, does not allow overnight parking. So according to iOverlander, this Cracker Barrel does allow it. I did not ask Cracker Barrel itself. We'll see what happens. And I didn't see any signs outside that said I could or could not park here. Now, I'm not too far from my dad's house, honestly, so if I get the dreaded knock, it honestly won't upset me that much. I'll pick up, go back home. It's good. Although I guess if they knock too early, I might try to find another location. But right now it's 10:22. Cracker Barrel is closed, so there's really no way for me to ask these questions. But anyway, the purpose of tonight, like the reason I told my dad and my son that I was doing this was because this is spring break week. And so Alex and I have plans to travel and RV for at least a few of those nights, but nothing in my RV works as an RV. So the car, if you will, right, the vehicle works with the exception of the AC. Everything in my RV, however, nothing works. So one, my house battery does not work. I need to replace it. I'm debating if I do that this month. Next month we're traveling further, so having a house battery is important. But for this week, I don't think it's that important. Anyway, because my house battery is not working, therefore none of my electric, that's why I'm using this as my flashlight right now, because none of the lights in my RV work because my house battery doesn't work. That's what would normally power it. Not only does the house battery power all the lights in the house, they power the water pump. So even if I had fresh water in the RV, I couldn't use it right now because my pump would not work. Therefore, I wouldn't get any water out of my faucets or my shower. So that's down. Now my fridge probably works. I don't have propane right now in her. Anyway, right now, nothing in the RV itself works. And because my RV has been in storage at my dad's house for 3 years, and I have a fairly large family and a large extended family that's not too far from here, key items have gone missing from my RV. One of which is the sun oven, which I think I'm okay with not replacing. I actually really like that thing. But with the type of RVing I'm doing now, which will be probably like shorter weekend or week-long visit type things, I think I'm okay with not having the sun oven. Propane honestly works faster, it's more efficient. However, I had a Goal Zero battery. I think it was 500 watts, not 100%, but anyway, nowhere to be found. That one will get replaced for sure, before I go any long distance. But again, right now, not the most important. We've got Starbucks, we've got other places that can charge, and this guy will at least charge like my cell phone and such. So between the house battery and this, which I'll probably get another one of these little ones, we'll technically be fine for the types of trips we're doing. But if I were to start full-time RVing again, getting a portable and kind of large, if you will, battery pack will be high on the list. It will beat replacing almost anything in the RV, actually. Anyway, so I told my family that tonight was about just making sure everything is good in the RV, checking things out, and brainstorming what I might need before our spring break little trip that we're going to do. But the reality is, I already know I don't need anything. If I had a car that Alex and I could lay down in, I would take that. Like, so the fact that I have beds, the fact that I have room to bring whatever we might want to bring, we literally have everything we need. You don't need a lot to RV, in my opinion. Now, it depends on the type of RVing you're going to do, lots of exceptions, but just for my style, I don't need that much. It's not that important. What is important is that I am an introvert, and while living with Alex has never bothered me, I now live in a house with 3 other people and 2 dogs. Getting a break from that is perfect. It's awesome. Having an RV to be able to go somewhere and just sleep elsewhere, it's the best day of my life. So under the ruse of making sure things work in the RV, I am at a Cracker Barrel enjoying my RV. I'm gonna do the same things that I would do at my dad's house. I'm gonna edit tonight until everything dies. I'm gonna have some snacks. I brought my toothbrush and toothpaste so I can brush my teeth, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And it's gonna be beautiful. So that's the real reason that we're here tonight. Under the ruse, under the pretense that I'm seeing if this will work out for me. Guys, I bought this RV without test driving her. I did walk, like I walked through the RV. And the first time we slept in this RV was the first time we started RV life. There was no test. I didn't do like a test run sleeping in the RV. I don't need to do a test run. I'm 45 years old. I don't need a test run. I know exactly the things that I need in order to feel comfortable to sleep in a car, in a tent, in a hotel. The beauty of being alone. The beauty of being alone. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. So anyway, I'm gonna try to edit this video, have some snacks, and use my standing desk, which I didn't know I had. Okay, this crack on the window was really annoying me, especially because I'm working, and so you can actually see me working, and that's pretty uncomfortable for me. I have random stuff in my RV for just this occasion, and I have more of the magnet things, so I'm gonna put them up. So not perfect, but distinctly better. I feel perfectly fine, perfectly safe. I do feel weird recording myself and talking out loud in basically a full volume voice. Like I'm talking softer than usual, but I'm not whispering, because obviously anyone walking by can hear me talking to myself. So that's kind of, it's an awkward idea. Okay, it is 1 o'clock. I almost finished editing what I wanted to edit, but my laptop is about to die, so we're putting her away, and I'm pretty tired. But this guy is still at 67%. Now, I've only used it for the flashlight, but I'm pretty happy with this. Like, we are getting another one of these, because having a flashlight is probably the one thing that will make Alex feel super comfortable in the RV with nothing else like happening. Because if we turn this off, that's what you're gonna see. We're pretty much pitch black. The camera won't capture it, but I can see out the 3 windows that are not covered, but basically we're just pitch black. So having light and the ability to see is going to be important to him as we enjoy the spring break that is happening in a couple of days. I have missed like being in the RV, living in the RV, doing the things. So even though Alex is enjoying taking classes and doing the things, we have an RV. So of course we're going to RV in her, even if she doesn't have all the RV amenities that she normally would. This little cabinet, which is perfect for putting like medicine in, is annoying for brushing my teeth, so I'm gonna hit my head on this. Time for bed. 7 a.m. and loud. And then that truck has been here since like 4, packing and unpacking and doing what they do. We're at 53 battery on this, which is awesome. All right, so it's 7. Cracker Barrel's open. It's way too early to eat. Way too early. How well did I sleep? Okay, 1 o'clock-ish, I think, is when my laptop was dying, so I stopped working. And then until about 3:30, I scrolled and watched YouTube videos. And then about 3:45, almost 4 o'clock, is when this truck got here. So it's been here for 3 hours unloading, and maybe there was more than one truck. I don't even know. So I did not exactly sleep well, but on the flip side, the bed itself was fine. I brought more than enough blankets. I was actually hot, so I did a little switching of blankets as needed. I didn't sleep very long, had lots of noise, but it was still overall a good night, good experience. But yeah, I'm kind of tired of all this noise. I think I'm going home. Let's do that. Looks like it's gonna be another beautiful day. So I hope you enjoyed a day in my life, running errands in my RV and staying the night, which was awesome. And more of that to come, because it's spring break, and that means we're going somewhere for sure.